How y'all doing? This is Rob Barnum, aka Preacher Man R&B, and this is another episode of Richard TV 91. This time I'm doing another episode of Supergirl reviews, and this time I'm reviewing Supergirl Season 5, Episode 16. What happens on this week's episode is, Alex and Kara find out that Jeremiah Danvers, their dad, has died, and Alex doesn't know how to cope with this, so she goes into VR, and she goes in as Supergirl, and she meets a couple of these VR users, and one of them doesn't realize that this is virtual reality. He thinks it's the real world, and then the one she meets after him, this happens to her as well. And Alice is staying in the VR, and this winds up happening to Alice. And Alice thinks that she's in the real world, so her girlfriend, Jimmy's sister, goes in and tries to convince her that it's not the real world, and Alex isn't listening to her, and then she puts in a program into the VR of herself, and this finally convinces Alex that she's not in the real world, she's in VR. And she finally leaves the VR world after these PCs and the VR world is trying to keep her in there. And while this is happening, the reporter that works with Kara and Jimmy's sister is realizing that this is happening, and he's trying to track down the facility where these people are being held. But the woman that's over this facility has this disappearing like power, invisibility or whatever, because she's a part of the Leviathan, and she cloaks all these users from this guy so he can't see them. And then at the end of the episode, Alex finally realizes that she needs to go to the funeral, and she goes to the funeral of her father and apologizes to Kara. And that's all that really happened on this week's episode. My question for y'all is, now that Alex and them know that VR is trapping people, what's going to happen with that? As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out, guys. GG is awesome. It's been another episode of Richard TV 91. See y'all next time.